Inaya Nichia, please. Jaru. She is not. She's not. All right, guys. Oh, that's what happens when kids are home. All right. Let us do this again. Hello, hello. I can't believe that I was muted the first time around. So here we are again, talking twice. Maybe I just really need to hear what I had to say today. And what I wanted to talk about today is about being characterized and labeling ourselves as what we want to be in the world. Okay. And I just want to say welcome. Thank you for joining me here. So crazy. I totally muted myself earlier. So here we are again. But I wanted to make sure I came on live and I shared it with you all because I felt this was really important. Okay. And I'm going to drop my registration link here. If you want to join me on the webinar page, please feel free to do so. And I'm also going to drop a game plan link here in just a few minutes. In the event that you're like, you know what, Karishma, I really want to have support and I really want to know what it looks like to have a different quality of life. And I can't take your life away from you. Your life is your life to live. But I surely can teach you different tools so that you live a life that is fuller. You live a life that is more fulfilling. You live a life that is really reflective of you and what you want in the world. And I feel like most of the things that we do is about suffering, or suffering happens rather when we don't take full ownership of our life. When we choose to be victim, and when I say victim, it's this notion of life is happening to me, and we're in that life is happening to me race every day, and we start giving our power away. And empowerment comes from when we realize that, I have the ability, I have the power to create a life that is beautiful today. I can choose to create a life that is beautiful today. I can choose to have relationships that are beautiful today. I can choose to have a business that works for me on my terms. I can choose to have the health that I want today. I can choose to have quality relationships with my children today based on my empowerment, my advocacy, and my courage to be me. And what I'm realizing more and more when I call myself a freedom coach, it's not about just financial and time freedom. What I've realized more and more is freedom is the ability to be authentically you. Can you imagine showing up as that fun part of you, that loving part of you, that enjoyable part of you, the playful part of you, the childlike part of you, and being that light in the world, no matter what you touch? That freedom is priceless. The freedom to be you and to make money and to serve people in the world that you want and to live your life on purpose, because there's nothing more painful than living a life that is empty. There's nothing more painful than to be in the rat race every single day in the pursuit of some future that's going to be in the future, a beautiful future in the future that never exists. And I'm learning more and more, empowerment is about me taking full responsibility of me. And if I'm not happy, to realize, hey, you know what? I'm vulnerable enough to realize I'm not happy right now. I'm vulnerable enough to realize that the way that I've done things hasn't worked in the past. For me to be vulnerable enough to realize, you know what? My relationship with myself isn't healthy. And one day at a time to start changing that relationship with myself, because wherever you are, there you are. And most of us spend energy and time on businesses and things like that, saying, hey, you know what? One day when my business changes, I'll be happy. I've had the 6-figure monthly business, the 7-figure business. And the business isn't the thing that makes me happy. It's not that. I've had the marriage. It wasn't the marriage that made me happy. I have twins. I have beautiful boy and girl. It wasn't having the twins that made me happy. I live in my dream house today. That I put so much energy and time in finding that perfect house, because I thought when I would find the perfect house, I would be happy. It wasn't that. I drive an awesome car. That high wore off too after a few days. It's not that, my friends. Wherever you are, there you are. And isn't it time to be able to have that commitment and consistency and accountability to cultivating a different relationship with yourself? Because a relationship with me dictates my relationship with the world, and the freedom that I want doesn't come from outside of me, it comes from within me. And my job, my role is to help you see your elephants, to help you see that elephant in your house, the elephant in your life. Because if you're feeling held back, you are doing it to you, my friends. And what's remarkable about this elephant is it's really obvious to me what this elephant is about you, but you won't see it until someone points it out to you. It's like, holy crap, there it is. And I can't see my elephants until someone points it out to me. That's the remarkable quality of this elephant. The elephant's right there. We use that elephant to hold us back on every area of our life. Do we have the courage that is needed to realize, you know what, I'm ready to tackle my inner elephant. I'm ready to tackle this thing that I haven't had the courage to tackle before. I'm able and willing to let go of the limitations that I'm creating in my own life and create the most amazing reality that I could ever imagine. And that, my friends, is true empowerment. True empowerment. You know, I got off a client call just a few minutes ago. And in the last 2 months, his life has completely changed. Completely changed. Went from unfulfilling job where he didn't feel like he could lead in the way he wanted to, where work was a drag and it wasn't fun. And he knew he wanted to do business. He's like, I don't even know where to start. And literally less than 2 months in, to be able to be like, I like my team. I get to lead in this team. It's fun. It's fun to lead in this team. I have a team that actually supports me in the work that I do. I'm adding value to the company I work for. And in terms of business, being able to have people come to him, and recognizing he doesn't have to have all the answers today, but every opportunity of business coming to him is one step closer to him creating the most incredible foundation for business. And that foundation for business he's already creating because he's committed to himself. He's committing to getting the support that he needs. He's committing to have the accountability that he needs so he can step up fully in every role in his life. And that's what it's about, my friends. For us to show up fully, for us to show up completely, for us to stop apologizing for being ourselves. I'm going to share something really vulnerable with you all. I shared a little bit yesterday. I shared yesterday that, you know, when I was a child and I would speak up on a family member and he was being playful. And most of the world connects through pain, right? It's easy to connect through pain. If someone's like, I hate my job, you're going to be like, me too. If someone's like, man, I gained 5 pounds, you're going to be like, me too. Man, I really don't like my spouse, you're going to be like, me too. The world to society teaches us to connect through pain. Pain becomes a source of connection. And in my family, this family member would make fun of me. To be funny and to connect with everybody else would connect through pain. So every time I would open my mouth, it was like, Karishma, go back to the books. All you want to do is read, so go read. And I learned early on it wasn't okay to share and show up. And so I had to make a decision. And every part of my conditioning, it's all conditioning. You see, the only thing that's authentic to us is love. The only thing authentic to us is our heart. That's the only thing that's authentic. Fear, doubt, insecurities, all of this jazz is not authentic to us. It is all limitations. It is all conditioning. It's something that we've picked up over time. And to unravel that conditioning one day at a time, which is what I can teach you, is priceless. To learn to step up in my power, to show up in my power, to be open to when my calling found me, my purpose found me. I'm doing this because I'm supposed to be doing this. And for me to be able to show up fully and be like, okay, let's go. We're doing this. We're doing this because we're meant to do this. And to start being aware of every pattern of self-sabotage that we all have, and to be able to get past that self-sabotage and show up fully, that is empowerment, that is freedom. But that freedom first comes from that vulnerability, where thank God I had the humility, the vulnerability. And my clients have had the humility and vulnerability to be like, Karishma, this thing in my life isn't working. This business is bringing me pain. I am plagued with guilt when I'm with my family every single day because I feel like I should be working. I'm in a relationship that's sucking the life out of me, and I know I should leave, but I don't have the courage to leave. That vulnerability and authenticity and the desire to get support, that commitment has been pivotal in my life and every one of my clients' lives that I support. And it's so easy for us to be committed to our kids' activities and to this and to that and to our Netflix binge watching. But how many of us are committed to ourselves? Because that freedom and fulfillment that you are seeking isn't outside of you, it's within you. And that freedom that I get to experience today in my life, where I really do have everything. And it's taken me a long time to get here. I'm not talking about actions. I'm talking about the courage to show up every single day and to show up no matter what is going on in my life, to show up for my clients despite a divorce that I had a year ago, to show up despite every part of my brain telling me all the things that are wrong, and to show up every single day anyway, because I'm supposed to and I'm meant to, and to value myself enough to know that I am deserving of having everything in my life that I want on a deep level. And to get the support from my mentors to start living a life of intention and freedom, and to learn those skills, to utilize those skills, and to teach those skills every single day is freaking priceless. And I wouldn't trade any of those pain points. I wouldn't trade any of the clients. I wouldn't trade any of those experiences worth anything, because the life that I experienced today, the life that I can teach you to embody, the life of freedom that is insatiable, time freedom, financial freedom, freedom to be me, freedom to advocate for me, freedom to have a life that is juicy beyond reason. All of that is available to you too. We have to decide that we are worth it. We have to decide we are worth it. We deserve it. We get to have it. We get to have it, and we deserve to have it. Because when you work on you, your relationships change. Your business changes. The clients that you attract come to you, and they want what you have, because people want you not because of your experience in your bank account. People will start coming to you, and they already do, because you're you. So if you're surrounded by toxicity, it's you. If you're unhappy in your life, it's on you. I'm not telling you this to blame you. That was me too. But to have the awareness and realization, wow, Karishma, if I'm not happy, it's really on me. And I get to create a different life and reality. And I get to get support for me because I am worth it, has been beyond powerful. And I'm going to be sharing a program here the next few days called Transform with Karishma. I'm also be dropping a game plan call link in comments below if you feel called to reach out and connect with me about where you're stuck, what you are struggling with. It's not a sales call. Happy to have a quick chat with you just to see if I can support you. And I'm excited to share my Transform with Karishma, where it's really about making your life a miracle, because it already is. But if the miracle isn't there, you're doing it to yourself. And I hope that you, if it feels like a hell yes, let's stay tuned. Join me every single day here, either way, at 12 o'clock Central Time. Sorry for the muted video earlier. Be more mindful that mic sound is working. But be here. Come join me every day, lunch, Monday to Fridays, 12 o'clock Central Time. And if you found this valuable, share this group with your friends. My intention is to help you show up fully and freely in every area of your life and living. With that, have a beautiful weekend. I'll talk to all of you soon. Bye.